Okay, you guys ready?
Right.
Alright.
So,
Should I introduce myself?
I'll start it off. It's alright with you. I am Garrett Watkins, and I am the ethicist for our group.
I am Alex Johnson, and I'm the scientist.
I'm Tice Johnson, and I'm the politician for our group.
Okay, so the purpose of this committee is to discuss the pros and cons of stem cell research. And I think in order to discuss the pros and cons, we need to know what stem cells are first. So we're just going to have to rely on our scientists to tell us.
Well, stem cells are not reproductive cells. There's adult stem cells and there's embryonic stem cells. Adult stem cells are used in meiosis and mitosis.
Restart.
I know, restart that.
No.
I had it going
Alex,
and then I
I have
lost it.
notes.
I'm
No.
trying to memorize it.
Hey, no, it's fine. Just keep on going.
Yeah,
Okay.
gosh, I have my notes on my computer now. You recorded it.
Let me explain. Our scientist is just camera
Shut
shy.
up! I'm gonna hit you in the face.
Stem cells are unspecialized cells. They can be developed into many different kinds of cells and used for various purposes in the body.
All right.
They can sometimes repair or replace injured cells and tissues.
So say you got cut on your arm, and if you didn't have stem cells, it would stay there for the rest of your life.
I wouldn't say that, but
You're such an idiot. So I think what he's trying to say
You would
is
bleed out until you die.
stem cells are necessary for the life of a human being in every organism.
You mean life of anything that's living?
okay. So what I guess, just trying to sum everything up, what they're saying is, stem cells are unspecialized. So that means they can become any type of cell that you want. So say you lost an eye, and you could get some stem cells and put them next to an eye cell, and they would start replicating to become an eye cell, and you would have a new eye.
Scientists like Alex here have recently found that adult cells can be induced into a
Embryonic state.
yes.
And so one thing that eliminates is people saying, well, this is wrong because fetuses.
You're killing babies.
Yeah, you're killing babies, and it's morally and ethically wrong, and it's not God's plan. And
First of all,
Who
let
cares
me
about
just say
babies?
I support this research.
yeah,
We'd be doing more harm than good for ourselves.
But I mean, you could heal someone. Say like they have a bad leg, they're paralyzed from the leg down.
and you could start making
getting
like
stem
nerve
cells.
cells and muscle cells. And
Yeah,
stuff like
but
that.
you would
It's
have.
recent. Scientists now believe, right, Alex,
Right.
that diseases like diabetes and other major diseases
Heart
can now
cancer.
be cured, yes, with the use of stem cells. But we can't use them yet because people
We have to
won't advocate this research.
We have to experiment on them. I mean, we have to start on something. We can't just get a rat and say, hey, this rat's the same as a human being.
I do have
Let's-
some questions for the scientists.
Yep.
What kinds of funds, supplies, and facilities would be needed for this type of research?
We would have to have a test subject for one.
Nice.
Have to have a test subject, and that's probably the hardest thing. And probably,
Would there be a sustainable amount of stem cells for you to study on coming in?
we have to have some donors for some stem cells to use.
Okay.
So
I'm a politician. There are ethical concerns about this type of research. Could advocating this type of research hurt my image to the public?
So, one thing that you really have to ask yourself with this kind of research is, what exactly are you going to do with it?
We could help people.
You could help people, and so you can do a lot of different things with stem cells. Some being, you can treat heart diseases and paralyzed limbs and lost limbs and stuff like that. And so that's really cool. That's a nice.
Don't know about last one. That's like saying super regeneration.
That's like a nice bonus.
Yeah.
And another thing you have to ask yourself is, are we going to be using adult or embryonic stem cells? Because there is a huge difference. Embryonic coming from
Your
little,
embryo.
So like what I
little
said earlier.
embryos.
It's like what I said earlier. We'd be doing more good than harm.
You would, but there are some people that say embryonic stem cell research isn't.
I mean, we would
What if the
start.
baby's aborted?
We would start.
Not artificially. What if the baby dies and you have no choice?
Yeah, what would they do?
Then isn't it the parent's choice?
I personally believe that it is the parent's choice, but there are some people that believe that the baby should be treated like it was a living person and buried and given all of the proper respects and whatnot.
Well,
Well,
that's
we
not
could-
right. Living people can donate their body parts after
Yeah.
they've died.
Well, again, that is the
and
parent's
plus,
choice.
on top of that, it would
It's
help
always
the
sad when the
politician.
baby dies, but we might as well put him to good use.
Mhm.
I mean, if you were to use stem cells, we would use adult stem cells. That's the problem. We wouldn't use embryonic. Embryonic would be later in the process because I mean, you don't want to mess with the embryo until you get the adult stem cells right.
Mhm.
So what you're saying is if we could convince people to donate adult embryonic stem cells, well, not embryonic, adult stem cells, we wouldn't be using any embryonic stem cells.
True.
So you're
Or we
saying,
could cut down on the number of embryonic stem
so
cells.
like he said, it's possible to induce an embryonic state with an adult stem cell.
Because
Yes,
if you
and
fix the adult, you fix the
induced-
embryo.
An induced pluripotent cell is what they're calling it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just an adult cell that's been taken back to the basics, and it's basically a stem cell now.
Now, another argument that people are making for not using embryonic stem cells, because right now those are the most beneficial, and you can use them for a lot. Yeah, you can use them for a lot more purposes than adult stem cells, and people haven't really been looking into the adult into embryonic.
I believe our
Stimulation.
scientists could find ways to make it happen.
I mean, yeah, we got. I mean, like, if y'all give me some stem cells, I'll do some stuff with it.
Another point is stem cells are capable of reproducing themselves even after long periods of inactivity.
Yeah, you can.
So it's not like
freeze.
you
It's
have
not
to,
like you need new stem cells for every single thing.
It's
It's
not
not
like
like
you
you
have
need
to
50 little babies.
It's not like you have to extract a stem cell today and use it now. It can
Mhm.
sit for years.
Yeah, what's that
possibly.
lady? What's her name? The
Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
Yeah, her cells are still going today.
Mhm.
She died like I don't know how long ago.
Stem cells are incredibly resilient compared to a normal cell,
Mhm.
so it'd be much easier to test on them and research on them instead of where with a normal cell you have a few days before that cell will die.
Mhm.
But these keep reproducing, so once you
Basically,
get a
he's
good
the
supply,
immortal cell.
you shouldn't run out.
Yeah. And another thing that, where you would get your supply from, people are arguing that, well, you can't use an embryo because it's a person. It is a member of the human species. And I don't know if this might answer some of your questions, but in the state of Texas, if you kill a pregnant woman, you can't be charged for killing her baby as a separate person, because in the state of Texas, in order to be considered a person and put on murder and put on for a murder trial, it has to be able to live outside the mother. So
That's a good point.
I mean, if they're gonna have an abortion, you might as well donate the baby's stem cells to like science research, and you
Right.
could get like a money reward that would help the politician over here. But the problem is that we might have certain people that might take advantage of it.
Well, to be honest, this is the United States. There's always a steady flow of money there.
true. True.
My biggest question is, are there any potential safety concerns for the public? Because that's what I look for first as a politician.
I mean, there wouldn't be any safety concerns because you're just extracting the stem cells. I mean, get stem cells out of like finger cell. You could just use a
Does
finger
anyone
skin
know
or-
yet the chances of killing? Have we ever successfully extracted stem cells from a live embryo? Can it be done?
It can be done.
What are the chances that we kill that embryo or the mother?
It's very slim chance to kill the mother. It's very slim, but to kill the embryo, that's very iffy.
I'm still on board with this idea, but we need to be able to cut down that chance.
Mm-hmm. So, and that would certainly be an ethical reason, you know, the mother dying and the baby dying, because
What if she still wants the baby, but she wants to help our cause? If we
She
killed
can't-
it, we could.
yeah,
We
That'd
killed
be
it.
terrible.
That'd be kind of bad.
we definitely have to advise these people that are coming in and wanting to donate. We definitely have to advise them that, hey, you know, there is a probability that you or your baby might die during this process, and that's definitely something that we're going to have to warn them about before we open this up to the public.
I think we shouldn't say like, "Hey, you have a baby. How about we give you this free stem cell research because you
We
just have a baby." I think
We should get our word out there without getting
Yeah,
our
I think
word
it's
out there.
if
Yeah,
like,
without forcing it upon people.
I think
like-
if you have like an abortion, you
Let
either you
people
can
know it's
then you can have the choice to get its stem cells or not. You
Yeah.
can't just say, "Hey, I
Then
have
we
a baby,
give them
just
the
stem
choice.
cells."
But we need to let people know it's happening without telling them, "Hey, come do this."
Yeah, you need to
So
tell
that
people without
If they're
persuading them.
interested in science and they want to help people out,
Mhm.
then they can do it on their own.
That's definitely. And another thing that we probably should address is what if people purposely get pregnant to give these stem cells
That's what-
for either monetary or social
Honestly,
gain?
that's on them because either way, it helps us out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to do that just to give it up, there might be something that we
if the
can't
public
solve. There
finds
might be
out,
something wrong with that.
if the public finds out, there's going to be some big
There's always
concerns.
crazy people out
There's-
always-
There is, and
That's
there's
something
definitely
like
going to be a certain amount of backfire on the ethics and you know what exactly we're doing with stem cell research. So we're definitely going to have to establish what we need to say if that ever comes out, because no matter how just closed the case is and like, oh, that lady's crazy, there's always going to be a certain amount of blame on
See,
on
the thing is, if somebody is crazy and they do that just to give it to us, they're never going to admit it.
Mhm.
So we don't want to accuse anyone of that. If we can figure out they did it, then we figure out. But
like sign something with their signature.
So you're saying put a limit on the amount that you can donate?
yes, because a limit would also limit the chance that you'd be hurt or killed.
Okay. And that's pretty good. Let me check out our time. You guys keep talking.
I think
What's
it's
your
pretty
password?
great. BOXY76.
What?
BOXY76.
B
Oh,
O X Y
76.
76. Boxy 76. Alright, we're at 14 minutes. So, do you guys have any other major concerns that you want to express? Or,
Not really.
I don't think I've
Otherwise.
changed my mind. I think I've stayed with my decision.
okay?
And
I think it's a pretty good idea because I mean it's mostly helping. So
Alright? So, it was nice sitting down with you guys. It was nice sitting down with you guys. Thank
It was
you.
nice sitting down. And
Good
then my head
discussion.
gets
It was
cut
a
off
great
in the
discussion.
camera.
Great discussion. I think we got a couple things done.
so, what's our conclusion, team?
Our conclusion is that there's definitely some more research to be done into stem cells before saying hey, this is the right thing to do.
I
There we go.
second that, Nathan.
Boom. We're done.